Chapter 7 R/Advice Summary. The account yet again breaches the Tumblr bubble. R/Advice. Posted by U/Daisy Dillo 45 hours ago. I think the posts from Tumblr blog, If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right, are real. Advice. If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right is a blog on Tumblr that posts reviews for kidnappings they supposedly experience. I stumbled across the blog almost a year ago and thought, like I think anyone would, that it was a joke blog. The blog. Link. The posts are pretty comical and post once or twice a month from the perspective of two users. From this post, we can assume they're both in school. What level of schooling is unclear, but I feel it's unlikely they're in college or uni. From interactions between the two, we can tell that they both use he, him, and are presumably guys. Now, you may be saying, but what does that have to do with it being real? Well, it sets up the context of the two being high school age boys or lower. Which brings me to my encounter. I was out for an evening jog when I heard what sounds like someone falling onto the ground, coming from an alley. I'm a little too curious for my own good, and peeked my head around the corner to see an 11 to 13-year-old boy with lavender hair scrambling up off the ground. When they start heading my way, I ducked back around the corner, but I was able to hear them say, "Tumblr is gonna love this one," before running off with a limp. Not 20 seconds later, me still being too confused to move, a door slams open in the alley. At this point, I feel like the common sense thing to do is hide, so I duck behind a car parked close to the street. And not a moment too soon, as I hear footsteps come out of the alley. One of the ones that came out yells a curse, while the other says that he's gone. At that, the two get in an argument about how one of them didn't tie the ropes tight enough, and the other should have cleared his collection from the room first because that's how the boy escaped. So I'm low-key freaking out at this point and stay hidden for another 10 minutes after they leave. Like, holy fuck, it sounds like I just watched someone escape a kidnapping. I walked my butt straight to the nearest police station and reported the whole thing, of course. But the interesting part happens when I get home and check Tumblr. Because 12 minutes ago, If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right posted. This one labeled Duck Kidnapping. It proceeds to mention how his kidnappers tied him up in a room full of rubber ducks. And while that was funny, he twisted his ankle jumping out of the second-story window wrong. And that got my mind gears turning. If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right, run by teenage boys, post now, was tied up in a room with a collection, jumped out a window, hurt his ankle. Shit I saw. The kidnappee was a teen boy. Just happened. Kidnappers mentioned tying them up, and a collection. Sounded like they fell. Was limping. Mentioned Tumblr liking it. Tell me that is all just a coincidence. You can't, and now I am genuinely concerned because if this one was real, I think all the other ones are too. Like, nothing was different or off about this post to suggest this was the first real kidnapping, and the kid seemed way too chill about what just happened. So, this all brings me to my point. Reddit, what should I do? Like, I've got to do something right. 2 kids are getting kidnapped on the regular. That's not normal. The thing is, it's so fucking insane. I don't know what I should be doing. So please, tell me what I should do. Edit. I live in Mustafa, Japan. 71% upvoted. Comment from user Mochi Sunday. 21 points. 44 hours ago. Okay, I was skeptical at first, but now I'm convinced. And also concerned. I'd never heard of that crazy blog before, so I went through it all with that idea, and it's all true, and I can see it. This is so crazy. Comment from user I put the soft in software. 33 points. 42 hours ago. Maybe let the cops you talked to about the kidnapping before know? There should be a case open, and at the very least, your speculation should go down on the record. I don't like your chances at them believing you because it is all quite far-fetched, but speaking out will do more good than harm. Comment from user HawksFan41118. 15 points. 40 hours ago. Go to a hero. They are here to help, and I know it may seem like you're wasting their time, but do it. They'll know better on what to do than Reddit. Comment from user Nobody's Null. 2 points. 37 hours ago. Did the kid have red shoes? Reply from user Daisy Dillo. 8 points. 29 hours ago. I can't remember. Why? Do you think you recognize them? Comment from user CrawlSpaceCreep. 13 points. 31 hours ago. Oh, please. You're obviously lying for Reddit clout. A weird thing to lie about, but whatever floats your boat. Comment from user Emily Grace 4912. 25 points. 30 hours ago. Where do you live? The laws will be very different from country to country. Reply from user Drowning in Rainbow. 5 points. 6 hours ago. You really talked to the cops about what you saw? I live in Mustafa, and I'd literally never. There's like 3 good cops in the area I live. Seriously corrupt. Like, I guess it depends where you were, but if a kidnapping escape can happen in broad daylight, it doesn't sound that good. I'd say go to a hero, but most of them are also shit. Just a note because you seem a little naive. No offense. Whatever you do, avoid Death Arms. He's got a better chance at killing you than the criminal, in something like a mugging. Comment from user One with the Community. 1 point. 23 hours ago. If you aren't in the know, then it's not your concern. Don't go stirring up trouble. People like us are dealing with things just fine. Reply from user Pokey Wokey Your Face. 4 points. 19 hours ago. What? Chapter 8. Catnapping. Summary. If you call it a catsona, Toshi will peel you. Text to Green Bean. Today, 11:27 p.m. Okay, like, best day of my life. It was pretty amazing as far as kidnappings go. We were almost adopted by a racerhead. Yeah, because we were cats, and we both know that man likes cats more than life. Irrelevant? Also, why do you have to bring logic into things? I'm sorry I crushed your dreams of being adopted by your favorite hero, but consider how awkward it would have been if we'd been with him when the quirk wore off. Ugh, just thinking about that makes me want to die. Why do you have to put that thought in my brain? Because someone has to try and make you into a logical and responsible adult. Image description. Cat screaming, no. Tumblr post from If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right. Cat kidnapping. As far as kidnappings go, this might have had the best immediate aftermath. Like, the actual kidnapping was kind of terrifying. But after? Have you ever been a cat? Because I have, and let me tell you, they have it good. You'll never know bliss until you lay in a sunbeam for an hour with dark fur. Plus, Toshi's favorite hero tried to take us home with him. 9 out of 10. Zuko. Hashtag, being a cat is seriously amazing. Hashtag, unless you're trying to use your lack of opposable thumbs to get out of a cage. Hashtag, we sent in a tip to the police about the one with the quirk. Hashtag, so no more cat adventures. Hashtag, guess I'll have to get adopted the human way. Toshi. 791 notes. Tumblr post from If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right. when they were coming at us like. GIF description: plague doctor sauntering up to the camera. Text: that dude ready to turn people into cats. Toshi. Hashtag, not for long. Hashtag, to jail with you. Hashtag, cat kidnapping. 341 notes. Text from Insomniac Cat. Today, 6:03 a.m. Zuko, I just coughed up a hairball. You what? Tumblr post from You're All Hellspawn. Life hates me. I catch criminals every day, and yet I couldn't catch the 2 kittens I was trying to bring home after they wiggled out of my grasp. Hashtag, they were adorable. Hashtag, I was going to call them Moss and Pocket Lint. 28 notes. Text to Green Bean. Today, 8:07 a.m. Link to tumblr.com/you'reallhellspawn. This is what you robbed me of. I'm sorry, Moss and Pocket Lint? From this point on, I will only respond to Pocket Lint. Reblog of If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right from Alien Queen. Cat kidnapping post. Alien Queen. OMG, adorable. What do your catsonas look like? Hashtag, just thinking about it makes me squeal. Hashtag, also, what hero tried to adopt Cat you? 801 notes. Newspaper article. Juko News. Mysterious cat lady arrested in shocking kidnapping case. Anonymous tip leads to capture of woman using quirk to transform victims into cats. Mustafa, Japan. Tanaka Yukiko, a 55-year-old woman, was arrested last evening following an anonymous tip leading police to uncover her participation in an underground kidnapping ring. Tanaka, known for her reclusive lifestyle and love for cats, has been using her quirk, feline form, to transform people into cats, lasting 24 hours, enabling her to kidnap and transport them out of the city. For months, Tanaka has been roaming various cities in Japan, abducting individuals seemingly at random, the use of her quirk making it nearly impossible for authorities to trace the disappearances. However, the anonymous tip detailed her quirk and its effects, claiming that Tanaka had attempted to kidnap them using it. Armed with this crucial information, police were able to identify Tanaka. A raid on her hotel room revealed a cat that was, in fact, a person under the influence of her quirk. Hours ago, the victim was released from the effects of her quirk and gave their statement, and Tanaka, who had been in custody, was officially arrested. Authorities are now investigating the extent of Tanaka's activities and connection to a larger organization. Reblog from If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right of Reblog of If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right from Alien Queen. If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right. Zuko was the fluffiest little gremlin. Literally the most adorable thing I've seen in my life. Just a ball of green-black fur. I was 50% as floofy, according to him. I had, gray lavender fur. It was hard to tell in some lights. Also, if you call them catsonas again, I will skin you like a grape. Toshi. Hashtag, not telling which hero it was. Hashtag, he's literally on Tumblr. Hashtag, I'd die if he ever found out. 801 notes. Text to Insomniac Cat. Today, 6:03 a.m. Toshi, you can't give out personal information on the blog. I didn't. You said what we look like as cats. It's not that hard to make the connection between green fur and green hair. Okay, but what are they gonna do? Kidnap us? True. Chapter 9. Investigation. Summary. The audience grows, as do the conspiracy theorists. Text to Insomniac Cat. Today, 7:28 a.m. Did you see the news? No more catnapper. Let it go, Toshi. It wasn't meant to be. I'm sorry. Who? I'm not calling you Pocket Lint. You can't make me. Discord server. If you kidnap me, investigate it right. Cold Soba. Today at 11:43 p.m. I have found a new piece of evidence for the blog being real. Link to Juko News article, Cat Kidnapper Found. Bogwater. OMG, I feel like this proves it. This is a legit article from a legit paper. Drowning in Rainbow. Today at 11:50 p.m. I agree the article is real, but, couldn't they have known about the kidnappings and seen the article? It was released a few days ago. They have to be inspired by something. Birds aren't real. Today, 11:56 p.m. Okay, but how would they know that there was a woman turning people into cats to kidnap them? Before the article, which was released after the Tumblr post, there was nothing I could find online about it. Drowning in Rainbow. Today at 11:56 p.m. You know, that's honestly a good point. I think there's a chance they know someone who works with the police or the newspaper, but it's fair to take it as evidence. Bogwater. Today at 11:57 p.m. Add it to the list! Daisy Dillo. Today at 11:57 p.m. Pinned. General info. The blog is run by Toshi and Zuku. They use he/him pronouns. The blog rates kidnappings a few times a month at most. Info. Toshi. Looks 11 to 13. Seen by Daisy Dillo. Has lavender hair. Seen by Daisy Dillo and corroborated by the cat kidnapping post. Zuku. Has fluffy green-black hair. Stated by the cat kidnapping post. They live in Mustafa, Japan. Seen by Daisy Dillo and corroborated by Juko News. They both attend school. Stated in Classic Kidnapping. Young/kids. Stated in Classic Kidnapping. Sources. Daisy Dillo, the OG, seen Toshi in person after the duck kidnapping. Juko News. Has a credible article that supports the info shared by the blog. Article released after the blog post, Cat Kidnapping. Daisy Dillo. Today at 11:59 p.m. We're getting closer! Reblog of If You Kidnap Me, Do It Right. From Only Mostly Illegal Doctor. Duck Kidnapping. Only Mostly Illegal Doctor. OMG, seriously guys, how could you not tell me about this? I've been missing out on this hilarity for months. Hashtag, it's not BTW Hellions. Hashtag, I see you putting your phone to good use, Toshi. Hashtag, dumpster fires money well spent. 714 notes. Discord server. If you kidnap me, investigate it right. Alien Queen. Today at 6:18 p.m. A new player enters the scene. Link to tumblr.com/onlymostlyillegaldoctor. Cold Soba. Today at 6:53 p.m. Is that my brother? Text to Green Bean. Today, 7:15 p.m. Yet another person who believes I am a comedic genius. Huh? Haven't you seen the Tumblr? Nat found us and thinks the blog is hilarious. Okay, first, I gave into the blog months ago. Second, I didn't know Nat was on Tumblr. I guess I should have guessed. It's nice we have a way to contact him other than dropping into the clinic. I'm gonna send him memes. Image description. Spider-Man meme. Image text. Zuku, Nat, Toshi. Us at the kidnappings.